Hey y'all, this is Deborah. Welcome to my channel. Today I am doing the update for This is Pantasy Project Pan. This was started by Allie over from Wonder in Allie Land, and this is also a Fantastic Ladies collab project. For this project, it runs from October 11th of 2021 to October 11, 2022. Updates are on the 11th. And it is all about fantasy and mythological creatures. So we have a selection of creatures and prompts for each of those creatures. And then, so we've chosen products, and some people are doing this as a rolling style project pan where you choose everything, choose 5 or 6 products and roll things in as you roll things out. I was kind of a silly person, and I went ahead and started working on all the prompts at once. So I'm still a very new panner, so I've got some lessons learned, but I have a lot of progress over the last 2 months. A lot of people are doing updates every other month, and some of us are doing updates every month because of it's fun, and I don't want to hold this stuff for 2 months waiting on it, and it's just kind of fun to go every month. All right, so I'm going to start at the top of the list, and we'll go kind of semi-alphabetically. For Basilisk, that was a dark matte eyeshadow. I've not really done a whole lot with this eyeshadow because I've had a lot of, I've had some other shadows that I'm working on. But this one is the shade Last Call from the Physicians Formula Rose All Play. I haven't done, I maybe used this 4 or 5 times. So it's nowhere near pan, but my goal is to hit pan on that. For Centaur, that's a duo product, so I had the Morphe 2 Cheek and Lip Mousse, the shade Wish. It is completely gone, completely empty. Oh, hey. Sorry, y'all. I have a box right here that I was going to put the empties in to take them to the recycle, but it's currently occupied by a cat, so it's just going to all have to pile up here on my desk until His Royal Highness Lucky Star gets out of the box. So you can leave anytime. All right then. So there he sits. If it fits, it sits. So for Chimera, that was the third one. Chimera would be a Franken product, and I had actually Frankened 2 lip products that I had in a different project. It was a Franken of the Dior Lip Addict Underground and Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, and a little bit of Cocoa Magic lip balm to make it all kind of stick together. So I had frankened it and put it, melted it back down again and put it in a lip balm tube. I finished it and got it to, I got it to the, down to just what was in the little vehicle that you could crank it all the way up. I was going to get what was left out of it, and as I was looking at it, the little last bit of it jumped out and fell on the bathroom floor. And I don't know about y'all, but if it jumps to its death on the bathroom floor, it's done. We're done with lip products once I hit the bathroom floor. So it is, but it was empty, completely done. So Chimera is done. I feel like that was completed its life's journey. All right, so the next one is Dragon. That would be a large product package or amount. And for that, I had this Suave shampoo, which started out completely full, and I had decanted it into another container. And now I have refilled this container, and all that is left in this one is just this little bit and what's in here. This is a terrible shampoo. I mean, I don't know what I was thinking. Well, I'll tell you exactly what happened. What had happened was I was actually trying to get the shower gel in this scent. And I went to the store and I didn't have my glasses on. I was being kind of lazy. They were, I had my sunglasses and my glasses that I need to actually read something were in my pocketbook, and I was being lazy. I don't want to dig them out. So instead of grabbing the shower gel in this scent, I grabbed the shampoo. That's how I ended up with this big old thing here. It's a terrible shampoo. It dries out my ends and leaves, I don't know how your ends can be, your scalp can be oily and your ends can be dry, but that's what happens with this. However, it does make a really good shower gel, so that's how it's getting used up. It's getting used up as a shower gel, and so I'll just keep working my way through this. Probably before the next update, this will be added into what's in here, and then what's in here will be all that's left. So that's where I am with that one, but making progress, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right, so next page, Elf is something that makes you feel beautiful. And for that, this is my Dior Forever Matte Foundation. I wear the shade Too Cool Rosy. When I rolled this in, I rolled it in for 50 uses. I also had another a foundation that it was in for 10 uses in another project. So this one didn't get exclusively used until that was finished, till that one was met. But this was brand new when I rolled it in. Last month we were at this mark, and with the uses for this month, I'm down to here. I was able to, if you hold this up to the light, you can see through it. So this is, and I still have 14 uses to get to my 50. So I really think that once I hit my 50 uses, I'm definitely going to roll this out, because I have another foundation that's older that I would like to finish first. I'd like to put some time into finishing that one up. But I would like to work in the coming year in 2022, finish this up. It's a gorgeous foundation. It's fairly long wearing. I'm not into a really glowy, radiant look. Yeah, no. Sorry, I'm about to sneeze, y'all. Um, excuse me. So this is, I prefer a more satin matte or a natural finish, and this gives me the finish that I want. I'm not interested. I spent too much of my adolescence and early 20s trying not to look greasy. I really don't want shiny face. I don't like it on me. But this is the beautiful coverage, beautiful finish. It just makes me feel good when I put it on. So yeah, I made lots of good progress, and 14 more uses, and this one will be able to roll out. But this one will come back in the next year, because I want to be able to get my use out of that. All right, so moving down to Giant. So Giant was something that you loved before beauty community made it big. And I chose a lip plumper, and I chose the OG lip plumper. This was the Doo-Wop Lip Venom. If you think buxom tingles, stay away from the lip venom. I don't think you don't see it very often. But the best context I can put around this is those little atomic fireball jawbreakers that are that like hot cinnamon, burn your mouth up. That's what this is like. And I love those, so I love this too. But it is finished. I pulled the stopper on it. It's just a little tiny thing, but I pulled the stopper on it, and it is empty. There's like maybe a drop in there, but you can't reach it. So it's done. There you go. For Goblin. Goblin was something that gives you trouble. And for me, that was this Tart Maracuja Juicy Lip. It's very soft And I did not expect it to be that soft when I bought it and rolled it up and went out. I had it all over the place, y'all. I had it all over my face. But it is very soft. It is very easy to use up quickly. And it is definitely all used up. Hey, bud. Not only that, I used this one up, and then I had a mini of the same thing, and I used it up too. It's all done. So there you go. Um, I mean, it's so soft that if you put this in your pocket, it will melt to the point where you can't use it. It just smears everywhere. Um, Not a fan. Not a fan. And I love lip products. I can go through some lip products, but yeah, I won't be getting that again. It feels really good, feels nice, very hydrating, but not worth the trouble. No, there are plenty of other things. A nice gloss or a lip balm will do the same thing without the mess. Yeah, there you go. All right, so for Hydra, I had my Hourglass. That's a never-ending product, and baked products, have the reputation for taking forever. I put in the Hourglass highlighter in the shade Incandescent for 50 uses, and you can see a great big dip in that. I have used the weight is down by 1.29 grams. I've hit 50 uses on it, so this one will be rolling out because I have some other highlighters that I would like to play with and show some love to. But I really do like this. It's a very subtle, very subtle highlight, which is really, you can see it is not a glittery highlighter. This is like my everyday going to work, not looking like a disco ball highlighter. I really like that one. Really like it. Was a good. It's pricey, but I definitely see it getting my, not feeling the least bit cheated over all the use I've got out of it. And I will at some point finish that thing before I leave this earth. All right, so Leprechaun was the product you will have good luck panning, and I put in this Revolution Prime and Lock eyeshadow primer. I did not realize that I had as much windowing as I did, and that's why I put it in here, was because I thought it was going to take me forever, and all of a sudden I had windowing all the way down to, somewhere down in here. So at this point I am down here. I have already pulled the stopper. I pulled the stopper on the 27th of last month, and let me be right-handed. You can kind of see there is not a whole lot left in there. There's just right at the bottom, and I'm literally just scraping the sides and getting out. Just, I leave it sitting upright like this so that I can reach what's in the bottom, and then I still end up scraping the sides. So I expect this will be done by the next update. It's a decent product, but I want to try some other things to see how the other things work. Just want to see. For Mermaid, that was a woman-owned business, and I rolled in Black Girl Sunscreen, SPF 30, moisturizing sunscreen lotion. This is a wonderful product. I love it. I finished this one, and I've actually got another one that actually lives in my desk at work that will be coming home to be used in the future. Wonderful product. We can get it at Target in the U.S., or it can be ordered through their website on the internet. Let's see. Troll. Ugly packaging. Well, y'all, anything by the Inky List is just, they make good products, but it's just ugly. This one's kind of grubby. I've had the Oat Cleansing Balm. I have cut it apart. It is empty. I will not be repurchasing this again. Um, it works, but it is so heavy. It is grainy. Um, it's really hard to wash off. It's theoretically it's a cleansing balm, and you're supposed to be able to emulsify it and rinse it off with water. My skin still feels greasy and slick. I mean, it definitely has to be part of a two-step cleanse because you got to wash your face after you wash this stuff. Wash it with this stuff. So I won't be repurchasing it. I'm glad to have it done. Um, yeah, bye. All right, for Unicorn, this was a brand new product. It was a palette that I rolled in. It's the Tarte palette, the Love, Trust, and Fairy Dust palette. I love this palette, y'all. Um, it's all sparkly pink and it's kind of rosy gold on the back. It's really kind of unicorny, pretty, princessy. Um, a lot of people find the Tarte palettes kind of bland or plain. I love them. I'm not into a lot of glitter shimmer. I mean shimmer. I love shimmer, but I'm not into really bright colors and glitter. I'm getting better with color, but these are the colors that I'm more familiar with and more comfortable with. But it really is. These are just beautiful. This one right here is actually it has a pink to orange shift, and it really is quite lovely. This is a palette that I've used with some of the other colors to make them work. This is a really nice palette, and it smells good. It smells like vanilla. So this one was rolled in for 10 uses. I have used it 5 times. It has not gotten enough love I'm sorry, it has had 9 uses. It needs one more use. Um, I love this palette. I had a couple of other palettes that I really didn't like, and I wanted to just power through them and get the uses on those. But I keep coming back to this one to make other things work because the shades in here, they blend well. They're soft, they're buttery. I love the Tarte palettes. Yeah. So this one will be hanging around for another few uses and probably a little while after that too because I love it. All right, Vampire, that was a blood red product, and for that I had the NYX matte lipstick in the shade Alabama. Roll Tide. I just have to say that. It's like being in a cult. This is a kind of crimson shade, and it is beautiful. Beautiful in the fall, beautiful for football season. I love this color. It's so easy to wear. And it's like $6 from NYX. What's not to love? So that one was in for 10 uses. I hit the 10 uses last week, and so that one is good. Instead, it's going back in the red box in the lipstick drawer. For Werewolf, that was a celestial theme, and for that one, I had the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade Moon because werewolves in the moon. I pulled the stopper on this one, and it is also done. You can see there's just like the tiniest little bit at the very bottom that you can't actually reach with the wand. So it is, and the sides are all scraped down. I love this. I'm really sad that Maybelline is not cruelty free because I don't know, I would put this on a subscription to be delivered to my house every month. I really love it, and this shade is just beautiful. Yeah, but I did enjoy that product. It was very nice. I have another shade in this line. I have the shade Petal, which is a little It has a little bit of a gold fleck to it, but it's really pretty too. So I will be putting that in at some point. All right, Witch Wizard, that was a magical theme. I have the Cocoa Magic Lip Balm, which is actually on my desk at work. I've made a lot of progress in it. You'll have to take my word for it because it's on my desk at work. For Zombie, that was a product that is falling apart. And for that, I have another shade from the Physicians Formula Rose All Play palette. This is the shade Super Bloom. Every time I use it, it makes a huge mess in my palette because it's just so powdery. And today I was using it, I used it in my crease. And lo and behold, let's see if I can get it. There you go. There is a tiny little pan. Right. Trying to get it to where you... Now there's a great big pan. This is why... Okay, so it's done now because it's all over my desk. So for Zombie, product that is falling apart, I think I just proved my case. Well, that's fine. Now I've got to clean up my book too. Anyway, I was also excited because when I was putting this formerly, zombie product in my, fixing it, I went to darken up the outer corner with the product next to it, and I actually hit pan with in the next shade over. So, yeah, I can't believe that happened. Huh. Look at that. That was interesting. Special. So I got a lot of stuff that's rolling out this time. And so I'm going to add 2 new creatures. Now, I'm adding 2 creatures to the list. The first one that I'm adding, I want to add a Changeling. And a Changeling is something, the fairies swap out your child for something that looks like it, but it's not yours. And it's often eats a lot and cries all the time. And so I'm going to say, for that, I'm going to trade in a dupe. And what I'm going to bring in is the NYX Angel Veil Primer. This is supposedly a dupe for the Hourglass Mineral Veil. I love this primer. I have the Hourglass Mineral Veil in a drawer. It's going to follow this one. So, I don't know, maybe the Hourglass is a dupe for this one. I don't know. But it is currently at this point... at this point, and so this one will be rolling in, and my goal is to finish that product. It'll go back over here on that side. The other creature that I want to roll in is called a boo hag, and if you are on the southeast coast of the state of South Carolina or Georgia, southeast coast of the U.S., there is a culture that's kind of an amalgam culture, a Gullah culture, and it's predominantly the formerly enslaved peoples from West Africa that were brought to the southeastern U.S., brought some of their traditions. And when you combine some of those traditions with the Celtic and Germanic Caucasian settlers, you get this weird intersection of cultures. And so we have some stories and traditions in our area that have to do with these intersection of cultures. And one of the creatures that we talk about is a boo hag. And a boo hag is a variant of a vampire story. But the boo hag doesn't come steal your blood. The boo hag comes and steals your soul, steals your life energy, steals your life. So the boo hag comes at night while you're sleeping and holds you down and sucks out your life. So with the boo hag, the way you got to get away from the boo hag is you have to have something to protect you from the boo hag. And the story is that the boo hag is really fascinated with straw. I have no idea why, y'all. But the boo hags, the way you keep safe from boo hag is you put a broom at the end of your bed. And the boo hag, as he's coming up to get you in your bed, will put that broom up and get distracted because he wants to count the straws in the broom. And so by the time they've counted all the straws, it's morning and they've got to go because they can't be out in the daylight. So that's the story about the boo hag. Um, so for boo hag, I'm rolling in something that protects you in the night. That's the my wanderings. We get to that one. So I'm rolling in this Trust Fund Beauty Better Than Therapy lip oil because that protects my lips during the night. I got this in it's a full size. I got it in a BoxyCharm. I really like it. It doesn't. It's fairly unscented. It's clear lip oil, just something to keep your lips from getting dry during the night. But that's for my prompt that I made for Boo Hag. So that is my update for Pantasy. Let me know how you guys are getting on, what y'all are doing, what you're doing about what new creatures you're considering rolling in. And I look forward to seeing everybody else's. And this is a really long update, but it'll be a lot shorter next month because I won't have so many products in here. That was kind of a silly thing for me to do, wasn't it? Anyway, I'll see y'all next month, and I look forward to hearing your stories.